In the past two tutorials I have covered checkboxes and radio buttons, and those two options are great for getting a small amount of user input as far as options go. You can use checkboxes to select multiple items. You can use radio buttons to select one item, but both of those, they take up space, and if you have more than 4 or 5 options, they can very quickly crowd your web page. So to solve that problem, we use what is called a list menu, and we create list menus because say for example, whenever you go to sign up for a certain service or something on the web, a lot of times they'll ask you what country you're from, or something like that. And whenever you go to select what country you're from, you'll click on the drop down menu and you'll see a list of all the countries in the world. And that is a great example of when a drop down list menu should be used. So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to create that using Dreamweaver. It's a very similar process to the checkboxes and radio buttons, with a little tiny difference. So go over here to our insert group and click on list menu, and I'm going to give it a name of months because I'm going to create a list menu that has each month in the year. Once you do that, you go down here in the properties inspector and you refresh, and you click anywhere inside the select tag, and you'll see a few options here, and the one we're interested in right now is list values. This is very similar to the radio buttons and the checkboxes. It looks exactly the same as far as entering the values and the labels goes. So I'm going to really quickly abbreviate the names of the months and give them a value of the number that corresponds to that month. Alright, there we go. Now what this is going to do once I press OK is it's going to add some options inside of our select tab. And an option is exactly what it sounds like. It's an option that is inside of our list menu once we select it, and it drops down. Inside of our option tags we have the actual the label, and here we have our value, which is what's going to be submitted to the handler whenever it is finished, whenever you click submit. So we're going to run this and see what it looks like. And that is exactly what you thought you would see. Another option with the list menu is you can go down here and you can turn it into a list instead of a menu. So you click on list and you can allow the user to select multiple options. So I'm going to save that and run Firefox. Now you can see that if you hold down Control, you can select multiple options there. So if you think about it, the list menu is really it's a lot like the radio buttons and the checkboxes combined, because inside of the list menu you have the option to use it as a menu, and you can just select one, just like radio buttons, or you can use it as a list and allow multiple, and then you can select as many as you want, just like a text box. So now that we've seen the different ways to handle user input, we're gonna, in the next tutorial, go through a few other different form items, and then we're gonna use spry elements to validate our forms. So make sure to continue watching, because there's definitely a lot more to be learned about forms. We've just touched the surface of what can be done with forms. So stay tuned. There's a lot more cool stuff to come, and don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching. See you next time.